Right, folks, this is a special edition of For Fox's Sake. So I mean, Ginge, you've just been down the KP and watched Leicester beat a very, very poor Newcastle side. They came out, Newcastle did, they huffed and they puffed for the first 10 to 15 minutes, didn't they, Ginge? They hustled and bustled, they shut Leicester down. They didn't really give Leicester a lot of opportunity, but Leicester just rode that Newcastle weren't going to run around like that all game. I honestly don't understand what Steve Bruce is thinking. He takes his teams anywhere and they've got absolutely no tactics apart from run around like fucking idiots for the first 10 to 15 minutes. And I just can't work it out. And you know what, right? We've sat next to the Newcastle fans today, didn't we, Ginge? Yeah. And those lads and lasses in that crowd for Newcastle never shut the fuck up all through the game. Come on, Cocker. They just never shut up all through the game. They were singing and cheering the team on and trying to encourage them and all that kind of thing. But they, try as they might, Newcastle was shit. And it's,
feel bad for the fans.
You do feel bad for the fans. Well said there, Ginge. Sucking there on some sweets that you... Drumsticks. Yeah, so that's what I just want to say for the Newcastle lot. You got to feel sorry for them fans in a way, because they've got a complete arsehole who owns them. And now they've got Mr. Potato Head who's running the team. But apart from that, let's talk about Leicester. I thought Leicester played really, really well. I think whoever came down today, apart probably from Man City or Liverpool, I think, the mood that Leicester were in, that it was going to happen, that Leicester was going to win today. They all tried. I thought Tielemans had a bit of a shocker, to be fair. I think at one point during the game, he couldn't have even passed water. But, he took a corner and he booted it straight over. And but the thing about Tielemans is, even though he was having a bad game, in my opinion, he still carried on trying. He's still running. He was still putting the effort in. He was still battling away. And that's what a football fan like myself likes to see. The fact that even though it wasn't going it wasn't going right for him, he was still getting stuck in. I thought Harvey Barnes had a good game. Vardy just hustle bustle. Schmeichel, did they have a shot on target? I know they had one where the lad missed it at the beginning of the game. He fell off his own feet and it went wide of the post. But I don't really think it was hassled at all. Soucé and his massive knob, he didn't look any. Yeah, Soucé. I can't say the name. Soucé. He had another good game. Johnny Evans just supporting him all the way. Ricardo just bombing up and down that wing, and that goal was an awesome goal. It just settled the nerves. It was going to come. We knew that it was going to come. It was just a matter of time. Across the midfield, they all just battled. Perez, I thought he were outstanding as well. He's another one who's just gradually finding his way, wanting to play in the team. And this is the funny kind of thing to say. Without Maddison, Leicester didn't look that bad. Yeah.
I forgot about it.
Oh, well done, Ginge.
No, I don't know.
No, that's all right. And without him pulling the strings,
if that makes sense.
That makes sense, Ginge, because it just shows that Leicester play quite well. Leicester have actually got depth in the squad. Brendan's got them well organised, and Leicester just look really, really good. And I think, and I don't want to try. I mean, I know what's that? Is that 8-9 games gone? I don't want to tempt fate or anything like that. But Leicester are really looking good for a top 4 position. If they can just keep this going and maintain it, you just don't know. And it was just really, really entertaining to watch. So, there's a chance there that Leicester could do something. I honestly don't, if some Leicester fans, some footballing fans may disagree with me on this. I don't want Europa League football. I think it's I just think it's a lot of effort for fuck all. I just don't see, I don't think, I can't honestly understand why UEFA don't let them play on a Wednesday as well, on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. I think to make these teams play on a Thursday is a complete joke. Your smaller clubs, I mean, Newcastle had that year where they qualified for it and they were playing really well, then ended up in the Europa League and it screwed them up. Burnley, they did the same. It's knackered them up. Wolves, all right, they won yesterday, but I don't think it actually helps them doing all these thousands of miles and starting this stupid competition before the season's even finished. The Premier League's finished, and good as, isn't it? What is it? You go away for the July fortnight or whatever, and you're back at work getting training for these stupid Europa games. So that's what I think of that. No, fair play. Leicester were absolutely outstanding today. I thought they played really good. I can't, I'm just doing this quick video, so I ain't got to do it when I get home because, June's got a chicken stew on. We're going to be scoffing on that later on. I was just quite happy with how Leicester played. So, yeah, this is all it is, really. What do you want to say anything about it, Ginge? You don't know what to say?
It was good and I enjoyed it.
Gingy says it was good and she thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good game. Leicester just played really well.
Chicken wrap.
No, don't get the chicken wrap. No, you don't get a lot for what you pay for it. It was nice. It was well tasty, but it's very thin.
Very thin for £5.
Yeah, it weren't the best, but when you're stuck in a football ground, they do.
Roll.
Yeah, the sausage roll were better. But that's about it, really, folks. Leicester played really well. Outstanding what they did, and I can only see better things happening for Leicester. It's a good, exciting time to be a Leicester fan, and here we go. Blue Army, laters.